You are listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast exploring Scripture and all things related to it. New episodes are released daily. For more information, check out glossahouse.com and subscribe to our channels on Spotify and YouTube. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Proof Text and Glossa House TV. I'm Dr. T. Michael W. Halcomb, and this is an episode of 3 Things where I share with y'all 3 things that I'm thinking about. And the 3 things that are on my mind for this episode are 3 resources from Glossa House. All right, so let's get to it. One of these was actually it's my book, is supposed to be released about 4 months ago, and then life got busy and there were some hiccups with the printing and those sorts of things. So yeah, I'm excited though that this is now done and it's available on the Glossa House website. So if you've been listening, you've heard me talk about this title before, but I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. So here it is. It's called Greek Vocab Now. Greek Vocab Now. And the subtitle for the book is An Ancient Greek Picture Book. This is in the Agros Tier 1 series for Glossa House. And really what this is a picture book. And so it says on the back, once students have worked with the Greek alphabet, this fun and simple picture book is a great way to learn nearly 350 words. Each page in this Tier 1 resource, which is part of Glossa House's multi-tiered Agros curriculum, contains a fun and unique scene with around 10 vocabulary words listed in Greek. There's also a short glossary at the end of the book, which makes this a great resource to learn Greek vocab now. So really thrilled to get this one out there for y'all. Check it out on glossahouse.com. You can get it. It's very inexpensive, and yeah, really excited to get this out there for you folks. Another great Greek resource in the Agros curriculum. By the way, and maybe I'll share this on the next one, I just saw some pictures recently from a church camp. I can't remember exactly where it was located, but one of the sort of classes offered at the church camp that students could take was to learn the Greek alphabet and some vocabulary and how to write their names in Greek. And for some prizes, the person running the class at the camp gave a bunch of Glossa House books away from the Tier 1 Agros curriculum. So maybe I'll show those on the next 3 Things episode. But that's pretty cool. It was pretty exciting to see my work making it, into those venues. It's really great. I was thrilled about that. The next thing that I'm thinking about is a work that should be releasing, from the time of recording this episode this episode should go live on June 16th, 2024. This resource that I'm about to tell you about should be releasing within the week of that podcast episode. And so it's called Even the Hero. Its subtitle is Christian Basics from Romans 1 to 8. And it's by Dr. Charlie Starr, who's professor of English and Humanities at Great Lakes Christian College. And the back says, if you've ever started reading Romans and thought, I just can't follow what Paul's saying here, it's too deep for me, then Even the Hero will clarify what seems murky and difficult. Paul's letter to the believers in Rome is one of the most important theological documents ever written. Its influence on a Christian community throughout the centuries has been enormous, but its content is difficult, and Paul's argument is often hard to follow. For people who'd like to say, now here's a part of the Bible I get, this is a book for you. Dr. Charlie W. Starr has written this devotional commentary on Romans 1 to 8 in order to cover what he calls Christianity 101, the basics every Christian needs to know. The book is written for people who like to read and people who don't, for people who are experts and for people who aren't. Most of all, it's written for people who want to know about the good news brought by Jesus Christ and preached by his apostle Paul. So this is a fun read, and just a sort of thing to be aware of. The little images on the front cover sort of correspond to different points in the book. So if you get the book, come back and to the cover and see if you can figure out how the images correspond to what's inside the book. Some of you may be able to figure it out even without reading the book, but yeah, So that's pretty cool. There's kind of a subliminal message there, but I want you to read the book. It's really good read, all about sort of wrestling with God, wrestling in prayer, and these sorts of things. Um, it's that's yeah, it's a great resource, and I want to share with you now the third one that I'm thinking about. So let's do that here. This one is also forthcoming. The cover isn't even done. Hopefully this will be out within the next several weeks from the time of recording and airing this episode. But you can see the lorem ipsum on the back cover. But this one's called Essays Exploring New Testament Texts, Biblical Research Methods Applied. And so this is as the title suggests, a compilation of scholarly essays that it's exploring the New Testament, and as it does that, it's going to show you different uses of biblical research methods and how they're being applied to these various texts. So pretty creative work here that should be coming out very, very soon, and we look forward to sharing that with you too, and we'll announce it when it goes live. But that's what I have. That's the three things that I'm thinking about for this episode. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'll stop there and say I hope that helps.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glosshouse can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glosshouse offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glosshouse.com today. Glosshouse, language resources for the global community.